My name is Lina Barishita. I work as a teacher in Health, Psychology and Technology department and also as a virtual reality advisor for the Human, Technology and Institutional Behavior cluster. So for my master thesis, I was working on a prototype together with Dr. Christina Bode, the lead developer from the BMS lab, Lucia Rabaho-Meyer, and also the creative technology intern at the time, Arda Tamel. And we were creating a virtual reality environment to improve subjective vitality because at that time there were no publicly available applications for subjective vitality that were also based on research. And within the virtual nature experience, there were 4 tasks. So the very first one was a nature environment. It was created to simply get participants acquainted with virtual reality so they could look around everywhere and they could try out the space that they are in, and they could also see what the controllers look like within the virtual reality. So the second task was a breathing tree task. It was focused on psychological well-being, and within the task there was a tree and it represented the lungs of the participant. At the beginning it was very gray in color, and then throughout the exercise it became more saturated. The third exercise was a physical well-being exercise. And there, the participants were placed in a green arc, and within the arc there were a lot of butterflies on different height levels. And the participants were instructed to touch the butterflies and make them fly away. And the goal there was that the participants would move a lot more and could stretch and also touch things on the floor as well. And the final task is a social yoga exercise. It is combined of psychological and physical well-being, so it's a true subjective vitality task. And within the exercise, the participants were placed in front of a yoga instructor, and the yoga instructor guided the participants throughout the task, firstly showing them how to do it, and then the second time they would do it, they would instruct the participant to follow along the exercise. There were also voice instructions that would guide the participant on how to breathe correctly throughout the exercise. And finally, there were 2 other yogis added next to the participant so that the participant could look at them if something is not very clear, for example. The findings of the study were that it improves subjective vitality and it also reduces tension. And another student working on the prototype found that it also, again, improves subjective vitality and reduces academic stress and acculturative stress. So for the future, with the virtual nature environment, I hope that it can be used, for example, for longer term. For now, we only explore the effects of immediately after using the environment, but we would also like to see how it works, for example, within a week. Another thing, we would like to have this environment mobile, meaning that we can take it elsewhere and use it for other target groups. It is in the plans to use it for people with chronic back pain, and I really hope that it can help those people and it can be used for a broader population.